What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Will Motivation with sort of a POV, but I want to give you an update on my Porsche 911 Carrera T. And we're going to start off inside the car. Some people on the forums, shout out to Renlist on the Porsche forums, but a few people have been asking me for an update on my tune, update on the car, how I am enjoying it, how I like it, all that good stuff. But little did some of you guys know, this car is actually in its final stage or final form of mods, with the finishing crown jewel, the finishing touch being the exterior wrap and the Techart kit. So all that's done. I'm going to show it to you, but let's start by taking this thing for a ride. I've been on vacation, so I haven't driven this car in a few days. But yeah, we're going to talk about the tune. We're going to talk about how it drives. The mods, in case it's your first time seeing this car, I'll give you the list of mods that I have on the car. I think they're tastefully done mods, but you guys tell me what you think. Some of you guys will probably say, I like how this comes out here. Some of you guys will probably say that I overdid it with the mods. And some of you guys will say the mods are just right. And some of you guys will say do more. But I kind of doubt that I'm going to get too many people that say do more. Alright, so my front end is already up. One thing I really like about this car is it has pretty much, I went all the way with this I missed this. I went all the way with the options on this Carrera T. It has everything that I wanted. A GTS, so let's start there. I wanted a GTS, but I couldn't get a GTS allocation. This car is nice. I had two GT3s. Sunroof was making noise. I had two 991 GT3s. I had a PDK and I had a manual. So when I compare this Porsche to cars that I've had in the past, that's what I'm comparing it to, is the GT3. And this car actually, man, the torque off the line, even though this is a turbo car, the torque off the line is really good. I'm gonna turn the traction control off. Here we go. Let's hit it real quick. Nice little acceleration. So let's talk about the mods that I have on the car. So when I start talking about how the car behaves and my thoughts on it, at least you'll know what the mods are. So this car has, and I'm going to talk about the performance mods, because you guys are going to see the cosmetic mods after we stop. But from a performance mod perspective, yeah, listen to that. Listen to that, guys. Yeah. So from a performance mod perspective, this car has M Engineering tune. I have high flow cats, no headers, regular OEM headers. I have 200 cell cats. I have the stock rear section of the exhaust. I had a Soul Performance X pipe on here, but it didn't have any valves, so it was a little bit too loud for me. So if anybody's looking for an X pipe from Soul Performance, let me know. I got one for sale for a 992 Carrera. So I have the stock rear section, high flow cats, M Engineering tune. But the big thing from a performance perspective is I have the GTS turbos. Like I said, I wanted to get a GTS. I couldn't get an allocation, so I had to get a Carrera T. So I put the GTS OEM turbos on this car. So essentially, I have a tuned GTS because they have the same engine as the Carrera T and everything like that. So essentially, it's like I have a tuned GTS. So those are the performance mods. So the next question is, with those performance mods, how does the car drive? All right, watch this. Hey, drives good. Drives good, man. This car pulls. Watch this downshift. I got to get past this little opening right here because sometimes the cops sit back in here. All right. When this car passes, I'm going to hammer it. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. Here we go. Let me put in Sport Plus. Yeah, this car flies, man. This car flies. I like how smooth the suspension is too. The suspension is nice and smooth. Let's see. The big thing that you notice in this car, I gotta figure out how to get this thing to stop creaking. The big thing that you notice in this car is how it pulls from 6,000 to 7,500 RPMs. Watch. I'm gonna show you guys. Well, that's first gear. Second gear pull. Watch. Woo. It pulls like crazy from 6,000 to 7,500 RPMs. It pulls like crazy. Dang. But you got nice, decent low-end torque. You do have that, but in my opinion, the mid-range is not that. It's real regular. The mid-range is real regular. So off the line, it feels good, but the car feels real extra normal. Okay, here we go. I want to kind of drift around this corner a little bit. Yeah. Mid-range is okay, look. Yeah, the mid-range is okay. You can be at like 3,500 RPM and you gas it and it has to downshift for it to really start pulling. But man, once you get to 6,000, 5,500 RPM, man, this thing pulls crazy. One thing I like about it is this is probably a 911 thing. The power is very controllable. That's real nice. But yeah, you got to get up into RPMs to really feel it. I mean, it's very balanced. It's very daily drivable. But if you really want to go fast, you gotta get it up in RPMs. But I'm going to show you guys the cosmetic mods. Man, I'm very, very happy with the wrap that I did on this car. A lot of you guys were saying, man, I'm not digging, like, why would you wrap a chalk colored car? And the answer is because I had a vision for what this car would look like with this particular wrap. So let's go check it out. All right, so you guys ready to see how the wrap turned out? I think it turned out spectacular. It's a play on chalk. It's a play on the chalk color. So you can see where I was going with this, but I wanted to make the car like a show car. So the cosmetic mods, let's review, but introducing my 2024 Porsche 911 Carrera T Techart wrapped in sunset something or other.
Welcome to Will Motivation. Will Motivation, leave out all the hating. This is Motivation Nation, where we have fun and make moves, so stop waiting.
So what do you guys think of the wrap? This is I think it's a KPMF film. If somebody really wants to know what wrap color this is, just let me know. I'll dig it up. But I want to say it was KPMF film. I saw this on a GTR a couple years ago at a car show, and I was like, one day I'm going to wrap one of my cars this color. And with this car being chalk, look how close of a match. Look, it's like chalk with a pearlescent. Look, there's the chalk. This is the chalk color. This is the wrap color. Very close. It's almost got like a little blue in it. So it's very close. Like, I like chalk. Like, I expect a chalk car. But this wrap, that's sick. For a show car? Bro, that's sick. That is so nasty. So shout out to the gentleman that did this wrap, Ricky from RSX Studios here in Columbus, Ohio. He did the wrap for me, and it's flawless. It's excellent job on the wrap. Got the 911 on there still. Excellent job on the wrap, bro. Sick. So, somebody wants an excellent job done on the wrap, get at me. I'll hook you up. Get at willmotivation.com. I'm thinking about opening a wrap shop too, by the way. So Ricky, when you see this video, let's collaborate. But yeah, what do you guys think, man? I love it. I love it. Some people, like my man Steve, who does a lot of work on my cars and stuff, he wasn't really feeling it. He likes the straight chalk. But for me, this is like chalk plus. It's got a base color that's like a bluish chalk color, and then it's got like a pearlescent on it, like a purplish, pinkish pearlescent. That's sick. Look at that. How can you not like that? That's so custom. That's so sick. Super happy with how it came out, man. Look at that. Dang, that's nasty. So, yeah, Ricky killed this wrap, man. Ricky, shout out to you, bro. You did an excellent job. I feel like he's getting better and better every time he wraps one of my cars. I've been bringing some heat to him. He wrapped my Ferrari F8. Yeah, good job, man. This is sick. So there you have my okay. So you want to know what other mods I have besides the wrap? I have the exhaust, like I told you about. I have it lowered on Techart springs. So this is a full Techart build. Techart springs, Techart side skirts, Techart rear valence or whatever diffuser. That's Techart, complete Techart. It has the Techart front bumper, front lip. The bumper you get on the 911 Turbo S. On the Carrera, you get the lip. So it's a Techart lip right there. Beautiful. Yeah, like I said, it's lowered on Techart springs. It has the Motivo forged wheels. We're doing 21s in the front, 22s in the back. Sitting on Michelin 335/25 ZR22s. Those are the best tires you can get. And it rides like stock. Like, there's no weird bumpy ride or any wobbling or anything. It rides like stock. So shout out to Motivo Forged for the wheels. And shout out to Michelin for making some excellent tires once again. But yeah, this car, I have it how I want it. This is a build for me. And I'm one of those guys that I learned about myself a long time ago, that I like to build stuff, whether it's houses or cars. I buy cars and I build them as my hobby. I buy houses and I fix them up. It's like my hobby, and I try to make money with it. More on the houses more so than the cars, but for the cars, I just get the enjoyment out of creating my own little piece of artwork. And for me, I'm super happy with this. If I was to do anything else to it, which I'm not going to do, I'm not going to touch it any further. If I was to do anything else, I would do a play on the brakes to match that pearlescent. I'd do like a reddish, pinkish brake color or something like that. But I'm not going to do anything else to it. So the next person that buys this car from me, if they want to take the wrap off, they can take it off. But with it like this, the problem with Porsches is there's so many of them out there. They're not that exotic. They're not that special when you go to a car show. So you got to do something to your Porsche to make it your own and make it special without going overboard. And I don't think I went overboard. I mean, I put wheels, I did paint the brake calipers, by the way, to match the chalk color. But I mean, I put a Techart kit. Everybody loves a Techart kit. It's expensive. I think it's way overpriced for what it is, like plastic pieces and stuff. Super over. It probably cost them $200 to make that kit, and they charge like $8,000 or $9,000 for that. That's crazy. Somebody wants to make some money, make a competitor. Maybe I should do that. Make a competitive kit to Techart at the same quality, and like I said, it's just plastic. But it came out nice though. It came out nice, and it's a desirable mod. But yeah, when you go to a car show, like there's so many Porsches, and they're all the same, and they all look alike. Maybe some of them have a paint to sample color, but you just walk by the Porsche, the section of like 20 Porsches at the car show, and you kind of walk by, you glance to see if there's anything that stands out, and normally there's not anything that stands out other than a PTS color you might like. So with this build, you're gonna be like, oh damn, you know, this car's custom, this car is more exotic. This is a nice car that people will enjoy at the car shows and seeing that out and about. I've already gotten a ton of compliments on the color. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. And again, shout out to the guys on Renlist. Definitely like to share my builds with you guys and tell you, you know, how the car's run. The car runs great. So I'll leave the camera running for the POV, no talking on the way home.
It's the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm here to tell you guys to go to Wheel Motivation. The exotic cars is crazy. I've been watching this show for a little while now and it's growing. But we need everybody else to subscribe to Wheel Motivation and support Will. I'm supporting them. You do the same.